Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be watching the new Lord of the Rings show, The Rings of Power. I remember hearing about this show a long time ago and being really excited for it. And then recently I watched the trailer for this and House of the Dragon at the same time. And after watching both of them, I no longer felt as excited. The trailer felt really generic to me when I watched it. Whereas when I watched the House of the Dragon trailer, I'm like, oh yeah, this looks like Game of Thrones. But watching Rings of Power, I thought, well, this kind of looks like The Witcher. Or this kind of looks like Wheel of Time. Like, this doesn't feel like Lord of the Rings. There were two trailers, and I liked one of them a lot more than the other. So hopefully this first episode can put those feelings to rest. Because I was excited for this. And I do love Tolkien's world. Not only have I watched the extended edition of Lord of the Rings, I've watched all the appendices, which is like as long as the extended edition, if not longer. I felt like watching the appendices was as much of a journey as watching the films. So I have a lot of love for the original trilogy. You know, it was one of those things that I grew up watching a lot. Another thing that I find strange is that they set this so far back, you know, so that it's disconnected from everything. But it's still about Galadriel, and it's still about Sauron. It'll be interesting to see how this all works out. Well, I think I've said enough about it. Let's jump into the Rings of Power.
Nothing is evil in the beginning. And there was a time when the world was so young, there had not yet been a sunrise.
Mom? Is it finished yet?
That's supposed to be Galadriel?
It's not going to float. It's going to sail.
Wow.
Use your footing again, Galadriel. It was a good ship, sister.
You know why a ship floats and a stone cannot? Because the stone sees only downward, but the ship has a secret. For unlike the stone, her gaze is not downward but up.
It's weird seeing an elf with short hair in Lord of the Rings.
We had no word for death, for we thought our joys would be unending.
Yeah, there's a trailer shot.
So when the great foe Morgoth destroyed the very light of our home, and a legion of elves went to war, we left Valinor, our home, and journeyed to a distant realm.
Middle
A
Earth.
place known as Middle Earth.
Oh shit. Okay. Now I'm seeing that $1 billion budget.
They said it would be over quickly,
Shit.
but the war left Middle Earth in ruin.
Was everything in the trailer from the first episode?
Multiplying ever greater under the command of his most devoted servant.
Nasty orcs.
And cunning
Damn.
sorcerer. They called him Sauron and marked his flesh with a symbol. His vow became mine. To the ends of the earth we hunted Sauron, but the trail grew thin. More and more of our kind began to believe that Sauron was but a memory. I wish I could be one of them.
Okay, it started off a little slow, but I'm definitely enjoying this now.
This company has followed you to the very edge of the world, but none who ever dared search for this last stronghold has ever found anything. How long can living flesh endure where even sunlight fears to tread?
No! We keep moving, Galadriel! Stop!
at it's Disney Castle.
My hand is past feeling.
No. This place is so evil, our torches give off no warmth.
That's nuts, dude. So evil. Can't feel heat.
These orcs were meddling with the powers of the unseen world. Some dark sorcery of old. Even stone cannot hide the mark of one whose very hand is flame unquenched. He was here. Sauron was here.
Literally, that's what it says. Sauron was here. Jesus. Snow troll. God damn. Shit. Galadriel's a savage. Damn. It's so weird being back in this world. I know Hobbit wasn't too long ago, but I really didn't expect anything after that.
Look like a badger. Maybe a fox.
More likely a half-foot.
Half-foot.
Don't care to be seen none, but if you do, watch yourself. Dangerous creatures they are.
So these are like early hobbits?
Clear and clear.
Hardfoots? Can I do all that every time somebody walks by?
Travelers, at this time of year.
It's an omen. But the winds are still out there. They'll be fine.
Goldie, Nori's with them. You know Nori.
111 if we count you worrying to death. You know the rules. We're not supposed to be out this far. If we didn't do everything we weren't supposed to do, we'd hardly do anything at all.
Glory, glory, and splendor.
Blackberries.
I found something. There's something in the mud. What is it? A dog. Just a dog. You know how dogs love berries. Twos and hands, everyone. Time to go. Where's the big now?
God. What the hell is that?
Like a spring rain over the bones of a dead animal. Yes, it's almost as if I didn't wish to be found. Or tired.
The Elrond?
The council regrets to inform you you won't be permitted to attend the next session. Elf Lords only. Your friend has arrived.
She is here. Right, you said so.
Lindon. Capital of the High Elves.
I hear it said that when you cross over, you hear a song. One whose memory we all carry. I half expected you to arrive caked in grime and mud.
This time frostbite and troll blood. This mark's very existence proves Sauron escaped. He's still out there. The question now is where?
It was not your company who defied you out there, but rather you who defied the High King. By refusing to heed any limit placed upon you, in an act of magnanimity, he has chosen to honor your accomplishments, rather than dwell upon your insolence.
I wonder when we're gonna meet this Elf King.
Oh, Lady.
Well and well, Father.
And look at her. You find all that down by the riverbank, did you?
Mm-hmm. You went to the old farm again, didn't you?
I was careful.
But the children might not be.
I'm sorry, I didn't know. Wonder if there's trouble down south.
And what concern is that of yours, Eleanor Brandyfoot?
Haven't you ever wondered? What else is out there?
how far the river flows, or where the sparrows learn the new songs they sing in spring.
Elves have forests to protect, dwarfs their mines, men their fields of grain. Even trees have to worry about the soil beneath their roots. But we Harfoots are free from the worries of the wide world. We're safe. That is how we survive.
Safe for now.
These most valiant of warriors kneel here before us, victorious, washing away the last remnants of our enemy like a spring rain over the bones of a spoiled carcass.
Oh, that's the speech he was writing.
And now our days of peace begin. As a measure of our gratitude, these heroes shall be granted an honor unrivaled in all our lore. They will be escorted to the Grey Havens, in the Blessed Realm, the Far West, the undying lands of Valinor.
I don't think Galadriel's going. Oh, fireworks. Damn, those are cool. Man, what a crazy set.
Her brother would be proud.
I remember when the first of these were carved. I suppose some part of me always believed my rest would be here, with them. But instead I am to leave them.
Galadriel,
My brother gave his life hunting Sauron. His task is now mine.
it is over. The evil is gone.
Then why is it not gone from in here? I am grateful you have not known evil as I have. But you have not seen what I have seen.
I have seen my share.
You have not seen what I have seen. Evil does not sleep, Elrond. It waits.
Let us say it all is as you fear.
We already know she's
And
right.
this enemy is out there somewhere, lying in wait. Will you lead more elves to die in far-off lands? To convince yourself you have done enough, how many more statues would you add to this path? Only in the Blessed Realm can that which is broken in you be healed. You have fought long enough, Galadriel.
Damn. And we know she's never going to defeat Sauron. Not alone, anyways.
Poison, more like.
Poison? By who?
Oh, you know, the only night struck done it instant. Around here. It's really been a fortnight already.
It has.
Care for a drink, soldier? But my well is yours as ever.
And the poisoning?
What poisoning?
The one you were just discussing.
A fellow passed through a few days back, said his grazing's gone rotten. No, only weeds will grow.
This fellow. Where was he from?
Didn't say east, I think.
Oh, let it go, Knife Ears. It's a bloody patch of grass. When are you people gonna let the past go?
Knife ears.
And pry us right out from under your pointy boots.
Easy, lad. Quench the fire.
Hyphaline seeds. I've not seen this flower since I was a child.
Damn, his armor's crazy.
Where did you find it?
Crush the petals to form a sound.
You crushed them.
Gently.
The beauty has great power to heal the soul.
And I hope you find Alfred flowers beautiful.
Anything to report?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
And the well? How was it?
Did you draw some water? We are awaited at Austerlitz. I think you talk too much. And you smell of rotten leaves.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
My point is this. Only twice in known history has a pairing between elves and humans even been attempted, and on each occasion, it ended in tragedy.
The High King has declared the days of war are over.
All the 4 outposts are being disbanded.
We're leaving.
Oh, this guy.
Taking a last look.
Crisis.
Can you believe this place was once a barren scrap of rock?
It has changed much, Watchwood.
But the men who live here have not. After 79 years, you've kept watch over the men and women of Tir Harad, not because of what their ancestors once did, but because of who they still are. And be grateful that you need never see them again.
Careful. There's fire root powder. You have to do it slowly.
Going slow, be stuck here all day. What's one of them doing here?
Heard you were leaving.
Yeah,
Where's the rest of your company?
most likely searching for me. At this very moment.
And why are you at my home? Say what you wish to say.
I have said it already. 100 times over. In every way but words.
There's a man here for you.
She's got some sort of a sickness. What manner of sickness?
Where's she been grazing?
She was released a few days ago. I think she might have ate something.
Oh!
What was that?
Squirted out of it.
Black milk.
Quick about it. He finds us in here and knock our teeth out. So tell me, is it true about your mum?
It's what true?
One of the pointies. Mighty sweet back of his well the other day.
Who told you that?
Everybody.
It's a lie. My father didn't run off.
Then what happened to him? You don't even know, do you?
What a dick.
This is the real bounty. Watch it!
Jesus, dude. Is that an orcish blade, or... What is that? Oh, that's got the mark of Sauron on it. Shit. Oh, so she's actually going. Well, we know she comes back at some point.
Beyond my sight. She might have inadvertently kept alive the very evil she sought to defeat. What you did was right. For Galadriel and for Middle-earth. Galadriel sails to the sunset. You and I must look to the new sunrise. Are you acquainted with the work of Lord Celebrimbor?
Celebrimbor?
And Smiths, of course.
I know about him.
I've admired his artistry since I was a child. And we've decided that you will be working with him.
But I'll allow you to explain the details, Lord Celebrimbor.
The elf who made the rings.
Eyes open when they should be sleeping. Almost like they're watching for something.
Tell me.
The skies are strange. The people of Hodin are known for having been especially strong in their loyalty to Morgoth.
What did you just say?
The truth.
I'm talking about my friends. Close kin. I know them. There are good people there.
The only kind touch I've known all my days in this land.
God, we're really getting a lot more of the Middle-earth map. So is this what happened to Frodo and everyone who went there? This is what they experienced? It's like the gates of heaven opening up.
Do you know why a ship floats and a stone cannot?
Is she gonna jump overboard? Ants. We're gonna get to see an Entwife?
How am I to know which lies to follow?
Sometimes we cannot know till we have touched the darkness.
There she goes. How far of a swim does she have back to Middle Earth? Who is that? Damn. Well, Rings of Power. I don't know, I felt very conflicted there, especially at the beginning. But as it went on, it really did start to get better. I feel like I'm going to have to watch this whole series before I can really know how I feel about it. Just off the first episode, like that was good, you know? It was a good episode. It was interesting. The set design looks great. The costumes are great. Some of the things that bothered me don't bother me as much now that I'm watching the show. I really enjoyed that premiere. We spent a good part of this episode developing Galadriel. We've got all these disconnected stories across Middle Earth. I'm expecting them to connect up with each other at some point. Still no dwarves yet. I know that we'll see at least one dwarf in the show. And I have to wonder, okay, so who fell from the sky? Was it Gandalf? I'm not sure how much of what they're doing is like based off of information we already have. Like, do we know exactly when Gandalf comes to Middle Earth? I am kind of grateful that I don't know a whole lot about the lore behind Lord of the Rings. So I can't get upset if they start, you know, breaking things. I'm definitely going to have to watch the second episode straight away before I can really decide how I feel about the show. I was apprehensive going into this, but having watched this first episode, I'm cautiously optimistic. The one thing I think the show does have going against it is the fact that we kind of already know what's going to happen with some of the characters. Like, we're not going to feel tense if they threaten Galadriel, because we know she's not going to die. And we know Sauron is going to return at some point, even if he's defeated in the show. You know, how many times do they defeat Sauron? Like, he just keeps coming back. But we know he gets finally defeated in Lord of the Rings. So I think that is the one thing that the show has going against it. Other than that, though, I did like the episode, and I'm looking forward to this next one. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. I do believe I'm quite ready for another adventure.